If you've ever felt an instant, unexplainable attraction towards somebody, kind of like love at first sight, you might be wondering if it's a karmic connection or not. And you should think about that, because if it is, whenever there's karma involved, there could be a potential for things to become difficult. But there's also potential for things to be super smooth and just progress really fast, for it to be like a happy ending. So this video is all about how to know if you have a karmic connection with somebody or not. This video is all about karma and relationships and fixing up your relationships. So if you're into that, if that is important to you, please subscribe to my channel. Having a karmic connection doesn't automatically mean it's going to be a negative relationship, or there's going to be drama in it, or difficulties or pain. It can also mean that the universe has brought you together again to enjoy good karma that you created with somebody in a past life. That's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to share some of my personal experiences about how I knew I had a connection with somebody that was karmic, and then how the whole relationship progressed through years and years, and how it all ended or how it continued. So stay tuned, keep watching. But first of all, why do karmic connections happen? The first reason, as I already mentioned, it's your past karma. You may already have been lovers in a past life, and now the universe has just brought you back together again to work out anything unresolved in the last incarnation or whatever you had together. So let's say in the last time you were together, you were the giver and your partner was the taker, and you were pouring out all your love, affection, caring to that person, and then they were just taking and not giving back. So in this lifetime, you've come together for an opportunity for your karma to balance out. In this lifetime, he's the giver and you're the receiver, and maybe it's a bit more balanced this time around. This comes back to my point about karmic debt. You may owe each other something from a past life, and this is your chance to equal out so that you don't have to keep coming back and being together again and again and again in order to work out your debt. It could also be that you've been brought together to enjoy the good punya, the positive karma that you've created towards each other from a past life. In these situations, it's a very balanced relationship, and you have a beautiful partnership. You have a high degree of respect for each other, and things flow a lot more smoothly in your relationship. So how do you tell if you have a karmic connection with somebody? The first sign is that it's instant. You'll instantly have this attraction, magnetic pull towards each other, and you just can't explain it. Maybe you're not even like each other's type, but you just can't resist each other, and there's no explanation why you're so attracted to each other. The second sign is that it's an instant connection. So you don't have to know anything about each other. You feel like there's no need to get to know each other. You kind of just dive in head first into this relationship. And this is normal for karmic connections. Even when your friends and parents and whoever around you freak out that you're moving too fast, ignore them for now and just go for it. The third sign is that you feel like you already know this person. So that's the reason why you have no hesitation going for it, because you already know this person deeply at their soul level from a past life. And that's why you can trust and you can take that leap of faith and just dive headfirst into a new relationship with this karmic connection. I'd like to share my personal story about a big karmic connection that I had that led into a years-long relationship, and what was the whole point of it all. So it all started with, as I said, an instant attraction. He was a friend of a friend, and we were on our way to go to a party or whatever, and just on the way there, we really sparked. And we both were so attracted to each other. We were having fun together, and then we kissed on the very first time that we met, and that's so not like me. It's you know, I like to take it slow. I like to get to know a person, but with this guy, I had no hesitation. All my barriers were down, and that tells me that it was a karmic connection. Before I go further, I want to tell you that a lot of people can manipulate this feeling. So a lot of people, narcissists and so on, can make you feel like you know each other already, or make you feel like you have this instant connection and you should trust them. But this is not what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about people that are consciously manipulating you to make you feel that way and take advantage. I'm talking about people who have a pure-hearted connection with you. Then what happened with this relationship is that the karmic connection really grew step by step. We really had a lot to teach each other. So this is why I think karma brought us together, or God brought us together. We had to teach each other some very important lessons. He had to teach me how to commit in relationships, because I had lots of commitment problems before. I had commitment phobia and, lots of stuff around that. Karma around that, actually. Some stuff I inherited from my parents' divorce, and probably stuff from even before, definitely stuff from past lives. And what I had to teach him was how to be in a relationship with somebody like me. So that means at the time, at least, I was a little bit high maintenance. I really wanted a certain level of care and attention from my boyfriend. And he kind of didn't really know how to give that in the beginning, so I had to just tell him, look, this is what I need in a relationship. I need you to, at least in the beginning, treat me like a princess, because there are other guys that are waiting to do that. So if you don't do that, then I'm not gonna go with you. I have other options. What he also had to teach me karmically was how important spirituality really was to me. So the first thing he did was give me the space to explore my spirituality, my meditations, and going to the ashram of my guru and so on. He was totally supportive. He never came along, but that's beside the point. He was totally supportive. And then towards the end, when I went a bit too far down that track, and he really didn't. He didn't go in the opposite direction, but he really stayed firm in his non-believer ways. And it taught me how important spirituality is for me and what I'm willing to do for that, how important God is to me. We both broke up with each other because we really saw we were going in different directions. At the time in my life, I wanted a partnership that's like this. I've talked about this in other videos. I wanted him in one corner, I wanted me in the other, and I wanted God at the top. I really wanted this trinity in my life, and I wanted us to walk together on the path towards God. This is what I wanted my future family to be like. But that was not his priority. So the karmic lesson that he taught me is that actually it's so important to me that I'm willing to sacrifice a relationship in order to have this kind of journey for the rest of my life. So when I'm dying, I'm not like, oh, I did nothing to progress spiritually. When I'm dying, I can say, no, I did everything to make myself ready to move on to the next level or to face God and be ready, have no regrets. So now my question for you is, did you ever have a karmic connection with somebody? And what makes you feel like that was a karmic connection? Was it positive? Was it negative? Was there pain involved? Was it all goody goody, happy happy? Please share in the comments, because you sharing your story can help somebody else who really needs it. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.